Hi children, good morning. 4th class EVS, page 172. Our 13th lesson is about air, water and weather. In this lesson we are going to learn about air, water and weather. So what is weather? It is a condition of atmosphere around us at a particular time. Some days the days will be hot and some days some days it may be cool, and some days the days are windy, cloudy and humid. So the movement of this air and the presence of water vapor in the atmosphere due to evaporation are the factors that cause these changes in the weather. Why the weather changes, Nana? Because of the movement of the air and presence of water vapor in the atmosphere. Water vapor means due to evaporation water gets evaporated, no? That water vapor will be mixed up with the air. So the presence of water vapor also affects the changes in the weather. Our earth is tilted on its axis. The part of the earth closer to the sun is hotter and part away from the sun is colder. And at noon the sun rays are directly overhead, and so mornings are generally hotter than the evenings. So during the daytime the sun rays fall directly on the earth, so that's why we feel hot during the daytime, and in the evening time the sun rays fall slanting, so that is the reason we feel little cool during the evenings. The sun's heat has a direct effect on the movement of air and on evaporation of water. Now about the air. What is air? Moving air is called wind, and when the air blows with gentle, it is called as breeze. Strong violent wind is called storm. Chala strong violent ga untundi chudandi, that wind is called as a storm. The heat of the sun causes the air in the atmosphere to get heated. Hot air is light and hence rises up. When hot air rises up, the cool air moves into its place, thus causing the movement in air, causing a wind. So due to the sunlight, what happens when the sunlight falls? What happens? The water gets heated, and the air present on this earth also gets heated. So when the air gets heated, what happens? It will become very lightweight. Air ఎప్పుడైతే హీట్ అవుతుందో అది చాలా లైట్ వెయిట్గా అయిపోతుంది. దట్ లైట్ ఎయిర్ విల్ మూవ్ అప్వర్డ్స్. ఓకే, దట్ లైట్ ఎయిర్ విల్ మూవ్ upwards and the cool air occupy this place. So this cause the movement in the air, causing a wind. Now we will learn about the land and a sea breeze. So during the day what happens? The land, okay, during the daytime the land gets heated faster. The land gets heated faster and the sea water it also becomes hot, heated, but it takes some more time. But land will get heated more time. So what happens? The air present on this land, it becomes very heat. So the hot air, what happens? It becomes light and it moves upward and it breezes towards the sea. Understood, children? ఇప్పుడు సన్లైట్ తో ఏమవుతుంది? ఎయిర్ ల్యాండ్ చాలా తొందరగా వేడి అయిపోతుంది. ఎయిర్ ఏదైతే ల్యాండ్ దగ్గర ఉంటుందో ఆ ఎయిర్ కూడా గెట్స్ హీటెడ్ ఎయిర్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది? లైట్ వెయిట్. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సో ఇట్ మూవ్స్ అప్వర్డ్స్ అండ్ ఇట్ మూవ్స్ టువర్డ్స్ ద వాటర్. నౌ ద ఎయిర్ విచ్ ఈస్ నియర్ టు ద సీ విల్ బి కూల్. నో, దట్ ఎయిర్ విల్ కమ్ టు అండ్ ఆక్యుపై దిస్ place. So this type of movement it is called as the sea breeze. Okay, this is known as the sea breeze. Now in the night time what happens? The land gets cooler soon. And the sea water will be little warmer. So the air which is present above the sea becomes hot air and it moves upward, and the air which is present on the land becomes cool and it moves towards the sea. So this is called as the land breeze. Okay, children? Now water. So we know that because of the heat of the sun, water gets evaporated from the water bodies, that means from rivers, seas, oceans. Yes or no? And this water vapor will be mixed up with the air. The air, that is nothing but the atmosphere. The humidity of a place depends on the content of water vapor in the atmosphere. Humidity means the amount of water vapor present in the air. The more water vapor, the more humidity. So coastal regions are humid. Coastal regions means the places which are near to the seas are called as the coastal areas. So here we have more water vapor in the air. So that's why we feel very humid. Every time we will be sweating in such places. Okay. We have learned that already we learned that water exists in three states. One is solid, liquids and gas. Solid means ice. Ice when heated what happens? It turns into water. And water when it's heated, it gets evaporated. That is the vapor form, that is gaseous form. And when this vapor gets cool, what happens? All the droplets, the vapor will be converted into droplets of water, and when these droplets of water is cool, what happens? It turns into ice. Okay. Water changing into water vapor by heating is called evaporation. So this is the continuous process, and when water vapor cools, what happens? It again changes back to water, and this is called as a condensation. So where do you observe this in everyday life? See, in our homes, when you boil the water, what happens? It emits the వేపర్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫార్మ్. చాలాసేపు వాటర్ వెయిట్ చేసి ఏమైపోతుంది, అది ఆవిరైపోతుంది కదా, దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ ఎవాపరేషన్. అండ్ కండెన్సేషన్. సి వెన్ యూ place a water bottle in a fridge, in a refrigerator, and again when you take it out and when you keep in the on a table outside, what happens? After some time you can see some droplets of water on the surface of this bottle. Yes or no? Some small water drops will be appeared on this water bottle. That is nothing but the because of the coolness, because of the condensation, these water drops are formed. See, those droplets are formed by the condensation of water vapor in the air. So when the vapor comes in contact with the cold bottle, so how it happens? So the air which is around the bottle also gets cool. Yes or no? So the water vapor which is present in this air will turn into droplets of water. Okay. See, our wet clothes dry because of evaporation of water. Sun's heat and wind help in faster evaporation. In nature, the cycle of evaporation, condensation and precipitation result in rain. So rain is the main source of water on the earth. So what is water cycle? We are going to learn now. So what is water cycle beta? See, water in the rivers, seas or oceans get evaporated due to the sun, and the water vapor, it mixes with the dust particles and the air and forms into the clouds. And when these clouds move to the colder regions, what happens? The vapor in the clouds get cool and they turn into the droplets of water, and then they fall onto the ground in the form of rain. So this is a continuous process. Here water is getting evaporated, that is called evaporation, and when it gets cool, it is condensation, and when these drops fall onto the ground, that is called as a precipitation. Again the water comes into the rivers, again gets evaporated, again gets condensed, and this process will be continuously done. So this is the reason why it is called as water cycle. So now forms of water in nature. So dew, you know what is dew drops, Nana? See, in winter how the weather will be in the night, very cool, no? So when the nights are cold, the water vapor in the air condenses on the things on the ground like parked vehicles, plants, grass, etc. This is called dew. When it is very cold, dew freezes and becomes frost. మామూలుగా వింటర్ సీజన్లో మార్నింగ్ లేవగానే అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారన్నాను, ప్లాంట్స్ లీవ్స్ పైన మనం వెహికల్స్ బయట పెడతాం చూడండి, దానిపైన డ్రాప్లెట్స్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ చూస్తాం కదా, దాన్ని డ్యూ అంటారు, డ్యూ డ్రాప్స్. హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ కాస్డ్? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద కండెన్సేషన్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ వేపర్ ఇన్ ద ఎయిర్. నౌ అబౌట్ ద ఫాగ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ఫాగ్? We know that water vapor condenses to form clouds. When the condensation takes place very close to the ground, it forms dense clouds very close to the ground, and that is called fog. Fog makes it difficult to see ahead. Driving in foggy conditions is dangerous. Many flights get rescheduled because they cannot take off when there is dense fog. Very slight fog is called moist. ఫాగ్ అంటే మంచు పొగ అంటారు చూడండి. వింటర్ సీజన్లో మార్నింగ్ టైంలో చూస్తే అంత పొగ మంచులాగా ఫామ్ అవుతుంది చూడండి. దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఫాగ్. హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫార్మ్డ్? వెన్ ద వాటర్ వేపర్ in the air cools, what happens? It turns into droplets of water and mixes with the dust particles and forms like a fog. So because of that reason, driving in such conditions will be difficult and dangerous, and flights also cannot be take off because of the fog. Very slight fog, పొగ మంచు చాలా తక్కువగా ఉన్నదాన్ని ఏమంటారు? మిస్ట్. నెక్స్ట్ hail. So sometimes water drops freeze to form small ice balls. This is called hailstones. Hail can cause a lot of damage to vehicles and crops. This usually happens when the weather is hot and during the thunderstorms. Hail means ఒక్కోసారి వర్షం పడ్డప్పుడు ఇలా మంచుగడ్డలు పడతాయి చూడండి నాన్న, దట్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ hail stones. So when these hail stones fall, what happens? It cause damage to vehicles and crops also. Okay, this usually happens when the weather is hot and during thunderstorms. Now snow, you know where you can find the snow? In very low temperature places, very cool places, we can find the ice in the form of snow. When temperatures are very low, the water vapor freezes to form ice crystals which reach the earth's surface as snowflakes. They are light and soft. Now about the water pollution and purification. So we have to take pure drinking water which is free from germs, yes or no? So water for other purposes like washing, bathing, cleaning must also be clean. Although our earth is having 3/4 part of the water, only 1% is potable. Potable means which can be used for drinking. Okay. So water bodies get polluted easily. Water bodies means the rivers or the lakes near our villages or near to the cities are getting polluted. How they are getting polluted? The waste from the household, factories will be allowed to flow into the water bodies, and bathing of cattle, washing clothes, and dumping idols. Dumping idols means see during Vinayak Chaturthi festival we immerse Ganesh idols into the water, yes or no? That also result in the polluting the water. So the water we use must be purified. So what are the methods of water purification? One is boiling. So this is the safest way of purifying drinking water. Water should be heated up to 100 degrees centigrade. So with this what happens? The disease causing germs in that water can be killed. Next, sedimentation and filtration. So what is sedimentation? So this common water purification plant, these steps are followed. First, the water will be collected in large chambers and the heavy particles of dust and dirt settle at the bottom. The clear water on the top is passed on to other chamber where there are layers of gravel and sand. See, first the water will be filled in the big tanks and they will be kept like that only. Why? Because after some time what happens? The dust particles or the dirt, whatever it is, they settles down. So the upper layer of water will be fresh, and this water will be transferred into the other chamber which are having gravel, small stones, okay, and sand, iska. Okay, this water will be transferred into this chamber, and what happens? So even if we have any smaller dust particles, that will be settled in this gravel, and from this water will be allowed to, as the water passes through these layers, see, as the water passes through these layers, the dust particles floating on the surface get filtered and clean water flows out. Then after, when the clean water comes out of this chamber, this water will be collected in the tanks, and these are treated with chlorine. The treated with chlorine means chlorine will be added in small quantities to this water, so that if any bacteria or germs are there, they can be killed. And then it will be sent to our homes through municipal taps. Okay children, this is our lesson reading and explanation.